Hi there and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, you're more than welcome to have a look around at my other videos and subscribe if you want. And I really do appreciate all the views, the comments, the likes, etc. I really appreciate all the love. Thanks very much. So I just wanted to speak about something a bit different today. I thought, being on social media quite a lot, I see people talking about spirituality in general and how there's this expectation that spiritual people who are spiritual in nature and do spiritual practices, that they actually don't have problems. There's this misconception that spiritual people are perfect, that they don't have any flaws, that their lives are just wonderful, that nothing is going wrong in their lives. And I just want to say that that is absolutely not true. I mean, spiritual people, more than people who are not so in touch with their spirituality, are, I don't know how to put this, they're actually more aware of their flaws. There's this thing called shadow work where you basically go deep into yourself and find out which things trigger you and which things have shaped you into the person that you are today. So if you have certain characteristics, like you get angry quickly, or you're very stubborn, or you get violent quickly, then you need to really take a step back and consider doing some shadow work. Consider not looking at other people for fault, but rather looking at yourself. And that is not always easy. That is really a challenge, but it's something that the majority of spiritual people actually do or have done in the past. So definitely, if you're a spiritual person, it doesn't mean that your life is going a-okay. It just means that whatever challenges you're facing, you kind of find a way of dealing with them. And you maybe have different options. You can choose which path you want to take, and the first option maybe won't work for you. Then you just move on to the next one. I mean, that is life. You try one thing, it doesn't work, try another thing, it doesn't work. Maybe your third option is the one for you. Who knows? But definitely, spiritual people know that life is full of challenges. If you believe in reincarnation, which a lot of spiritual people do, then you will know that there's such a thing as second chances. And whatever baggage you carry in this life, it most likely stems from a previous life that you have lived. And it's something that you haven't quite dealt with. It's some form of karmic connection. It's some form of debt, they call it, that you have, excuse me, that you haven't dealt with, that you need to work on in this life. So I just want to really make it clear that just because someone is spiritual doesn't mean that they always have to be happy, they always have to have everything figured out, they always have to put on a brave face. It is not the case. I mean, being a spiritualist and a spiritual person, I can safely say that my life is not all figured out. I mean, I speak a lot on my channel about my temporal lobe epilepsy, and it's something I just have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. And some days are better than others. I mean, depression is a main part, is a large part of my life, but I don't let it define me. I see that, everything is a phase, nothing is permanent. So like I said, some days you can get out of bed, get things done, and other days you just take it as it goes. And even small achievements are achievements, right? So even for me, spirituality doesn't make everything just poof, disappear. All the bad stuff just flies out the window and you're left with all the good, like moonlight roses kind of thing. That's not the case. It's just that we as spiritual people know how to deal with challenges, and we know that struggles are temporary. And unfortunately, if you don't sort out that darker aspect of your personality, then it can lead to bigger issues. Your depression just can get completely out of hand. Your anxiety can get completely out of hand. And I'm going a bit off topic now, but that is where mainstream psychology doesn't really always hit the target, if you know what I mean, because there's a focus on treatment rather than going to the root cause of the problem. So yes, if you're taking meds or whatever, if you believe in that kind of thing, fine, but also make sure that you deal with whatever is causing that problem. If someone is drinking, if someone has an alcohol problem, a drinking problem, you can't just go to a rehab center and just stop drinking, right? You need to find out why you are drinking in excess. You need to find out what it is within you that you're trying to numb. So all this comes into play when discussing spirituality and mental illness, etc., etc. But the spiritual journey is not an easy journey, and it's not for everyone. And that's why the ego must definitely fall away. You need to stop thinking of yourself as this perfect being, because we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Not even the spiritual people. Anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. No, that's not a TED Talk. Thanks for listening to me just ramble on about something that felt important to me. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. And we'll speak soon. Bye for now.